All right, what's up, guys? Good morning, good morning. Let me just alert the community real quick that we are live. 1 second. All right, so obviously, still a very interesting day. Yesterday, we actually were able to sweep these equal highs in the aftermarket, or actually in the afternoon session. Or was this? I think this might have been post market. Let me double check. And everything is pumping right now, interestingly enough. Hold on 1 second, guys. Okay. All right. So on the 1 minute chart, we had a set of equal highs here that got swept. It looks like almost, not quite. Okay, hold on, never mind. These never got swept, so let me add these to my chart real quick. Okay, so there are two sets of equal highs here that still have not hit, and two sets right above it. What I'm looking for, though, is potentially a market structure shift here. So I would like to see maybe that the 4 hour fair value gap ends up getting inverse and the daily. So let me just quickly check those out. 1 second, guys. Okay, so what I'm looking at here is potentially, if we can close below this, like right here, we did. This is potentially going to be a short setup here. We have gotten not necessarily a change in the state of delivery, but if we can come back down and create an inversion here, I don't like how strong this is closing up here. Maybe we get manipulation above some equal highs first before we go lower. But in theory, this 4 hour, what I'm looking to see here is that this ends up actually wicking. So it looks right now like a solid body, but what I'm expecting is potentially for this to start to wick, and then I would be aiming for this low here. So I'm going to mark this low here as sell side. It's not equal lows, but it's just a red candle. And then we have obviously this 4 hour gap that needs to be filled. So this is not bullish in my view. I just need to see how this next 4 hour closes. The hourly is holding this, so definitely a tough spot. And again, it is a no news day, so keep that in mind. But yeah, this is just very, very tough price action to be a part of. I'm not going to lie. Let me see something quick. Hold on. Yeah, so we still have both of these sets of perfect equal highs above us. This is so tough, man. We got all these inversions already on the 5 minute, on the 15. Any more perfect equal highs anywhere here that formed? No. Let me check the 1 minute chart. So there is a set of perfect equal highs right here, but they're right next to each other. I don't take that into account. There is another set right here, actually. So I will draw this out in time. And another set right here. There's a lot of equal highs forming here. Funny enough. Yeah, it's hard not to be bullish here, I'm not going to lie. We have two sets here and here, so... Let me just look at the daily chart quick. Yo, Pepe, what's up? Good morning, sir. Yeah, so what I'm thinking, I mean, it's tough to say for sure, guys, but my weekly perspective is that this weekly fair value gap needs to fill. And so either this week or maybe even next week, we're going to probably fill this. Now, the question is, we've had 2 down days already, or we're in the midst of a second down day. The question is, does this continue further and sweep this low before going higher, or do we go up first? That's the main question here. So I'm pretty much in a, I guess you could say I'm in a 50-50 here as to what comes first. So I'm not 100% certain that this is going to be a complete reversal up, and I'm not 100% certain that this is going to be a complete reversal down. So it's one of those points where I'm just kind of unsure of what price action is going to do. Gun to my head, though, right now, whoops, I think we're probably going to go up to these equal highs right here that formed in the London session. Wow, bro. So these two sets of highs right here, that's what I think is probably going to happen. But as per usual, they pump the market in the morning. There's really no entry here. If you enter here, you're chasing price. Could it go here? Absolutely, but not something that I'm going to be chasing, obviously. What's up, Mitra? Good morning, sir. So yeah, this is very tough. I mean, we look at this, we've inversed 1, 2, and then a tiny, but an existing 5-minute inversion here. Now we're trading into this. We've closed above all of this. It should go up to all these highs. But I'm not chasing price like this. We just touched into midnight open as well. We're in a new week opening gap. So tough. But there's basically 6 sets of equal highs above us. We also came down into that first standard deviation of the Asia range, and we got an immediate pump. Very close to that second standard deviation, but we got the pump before it. I'm just very unsure about price action here. And it's not often that I say that, but this is... I mean, gun to my head, these are going up, but there's no entry for me here, so I'm going to have to sit out for now. Let's take a look at the rest of the market quick. Excuse me. So we got Tesla as a decent performer. Google is up 2.5%. Boeing is down, Disney's down, Nike's down, UNH is down. What else is a super poor performer? VFC is down 13%. What is that doing to their market cap? Target down 6%. Wild. Was that earnings? Wow, bad earnings report. UNH. What is the news on UNH? Probably just retracement here, to be honest. PanW down. Brian, what's up? No, I'm not in Austin yet. All right, there's the equal highs. If this continues up further, that'd be great. But again, there's no entry here. But this is a very bullish reaction. If we can get, so technically we have a breaker here, low, high, lower, low, and then we have order blocks on this side. So this is pretty bullish structure, but we're at the top of a new week opening gap. It's just not A plus, and I want it to be A plus, but it's not right now. So have to be patient here and see what happens. But realistically, again, today is a no news day. If we look at the economic calendar, there's literally nothing. You see the new Texas Stock Exchange? No, I didn't. What I did see is a crazy interview with Elon Musk yesterday, and I did see some pretty incredible video feed of the Tesla bot, which is pretty wild to see. Also, Bitcoin hit 108 yesterday. All right, they're building a stock exchange in Austin. Oh, that's cool. Bitcoin's moving right now too. Let me check on Bitcoin quick. I don't know why I don't have Bitcoin in. It's not really moving. But Bitcoin is going back to highs here realistically. On the daily chart, we're inversing every bearish PD array. And the last line in the sand here, I mean, everything's been inversed. Even this daily inversion up here has been inversed again. I think we're probably going to push much higher than this. If I look at the standard deviations for Bitcoin, if we take the OB, we draw retracement fibs. Wait, that's not what I wanted. Whoops, I did it the wrong way. The 3.5 and 4, the 3, 4, and 5 standard deviation puts us at a max of 151 from this last leg of price that I see. So, Bitcoin potentially having a big move here in the future. All right, so, I mean, maybe these equal highs do end up hitting, guys. Again, there's no setup here. Maybe I can scalp this on a funded with a micro, but not an A+ setup by any means. Breaker block. Breaker block. But I would need to see some kind of a retracement here. Maybe not. Oh, I forgot to turn on the light, bro. What color do we want today? Green? Or do we want blue? That's purple, isn't it? So daily candle obviously started off red, and we went pretty far down here. The London lows, technically this is not London session, but nonetheless, did create a pretty significant low there. Yeah, this is so tough, guys. If we get some kind of a retracement back towards the mean and then some kind of an inversion, we can try it to the upside, but this is a very, very tough PA because, again, the 4-hour inverse to the downside. So, I mean, any move higher here, I'm not really trusting necessarily. We're also filling this gap. We swept equal highs. We're touching into the new week opening gap. This could all be manipulation to go back down still, which is tough to say, but, and again, there's no news today, so it's very hard to be taking A+ entries anywhere. So potentially we're going to be retracing down into this 5-minute fair value gap here. 3 minute and 9:42. Oh, sorry, this is a 3 minute, my bad. Pepe, good, you're seeing the same fair value gaps as me. And it's a 5 minute as well. So I'm thinking that this is probably going to retrace down into here. I will label this with a black line real quick. What is this black line here? This is that 4-hour fair value gap. Delete this as well. Also, guys, if you were in the covered calls with me on Tesla, we are now up 96% on those. I'm looking to potentially add more to one of my Forex trades. Okay, so there's a 1 minute inversion here. Could this be what drives us down to this 5 minute? Sure. I'm not going to take this, but this could easily do that. Mitra, I don't use inverted volume imbalances unless they're in conjunction with inversions. Okay, big wick there. So if the market is bullish on the 5 and the 3, should be used as resistance to drive it higher. In theory, if the bias is bullish, then yes, bullish fair value gaps will be used to drive the market higher. But right now, the bias is very, very tough for me. And again, the reason being, the higher time frame trumps everything, guys. And we just inversed a very bullish 4-hour fair value gap to the downside here. But there is a much larger hourly here that we are closing from above. So this is not something that I want to be trading. Yes, we have some bullish breakers on the lower time frames, but higher time frame wise, this is very indecisive price action. We don't know what's coming first. We don't know if the equal highs are going to come first. We don't know if this sell side liquidity is coming first. So this is a spot where personally I sit out because I have no idea. I'm not going to, whoa, big pump there on the 1 minute. Wow, what was that? Did news just come out? Bro, there's no news today. It's the 21st. It's something with the G7 meetings. So we missed the second set of equal highs by just a tick. So I'll delete all these for now. I don't know. But it's probably the G7 meetings. Didn't even touch the 3 minute. Yeah, not yet. It's also a 15-minute bullish fair value gap. Such a tough spot to be in. Like, if this was structurally at lows, I would say this is bullish. But because of where we are in the markets and because of the 4-hour inversion, this is very tough for me. Do you guys understand why what I mean when I say that I can't tell if this is bullish or bearish here? Do you understand structurally why? Like how this price action can trip up a lot of people and can basically create indecision. I hope it makes sense. And like even if I wanted to target this 5 minute here below us, there's no inversions being created to the downside that I could use to short it. Like this is just ass PA. And if I want to look for an inversion long to the equal highs, there's nothing. So this is literally recently the market has been on hard mode. Even yesterday, I wanted to call a short out for you guys here. I was waiting for this 1 minute to inverse to the downside right here, I believe. This set of two 1 minute fair value gaps. I called in the live alert section that if we got the 1 minute close here to take it short, we never got it. We wicked up. And then here, I mean, there was nothing. There was a tiny 1 minute gap there. You could have inversed to the downside on that candle. Who would have done that? No way. And then by the time this candle closed, right, we already got a sweep of almost all the liquidity. And then we finally got it yesterday. So very tough PA in the PM session yesterday. And then now, structurally, we're just not sure if it's bullish or bearish. At least I'm not. So you guys also have to learn to be okay with not knowing where the market's going to go sometimes. And that just comes from experience. I know that sounds contradictory, that not knowing where the market is going comes from experience. But in reality, there's going to be times, guys, where the market is 50-50 and you're not going to know where it's going to go. And it could just chop. And especially because there's no news, right? There's no news today that's going to be significant market moving as far as like red folder news is concerned. Maybe they say something at the G7 meetings, but that doesn't matter to me. Oh my god. The second day of boring price action in the mornings. They're making these mornings tough. Making these mornings tough. Yes, I mean, could you have taken something here? Maybe. I mean, what to take? There was a beautiful 3 minute inversion yesterday in the PM session, but I wasn't even around to call it. Right here. This was beautiful last night. Targeting this internal high and this internal high. And these would be where I would leave runners, but we didn't get it. And this was the Iran news last night that dumped us. Absolutely nothing here, unfortunately. I think gun to my head, I would say we're probably going to come back and hit this high, but who knows? Israel announced that they were going to potentially bomb nuclear power plant sites in Iran, and the whole market sold off after market. Yeah, pretty scary stuff. If any way that WW3 is going to start, it's going to be something related to Iran. I'm telling you right now. Hitting the daily opening gap, I don't care about that. But what I will say, guys, is that we did trade into this daily fair value gap. If you're using the same terminology as me, um, but we still have much more of this daily to fill. So I don't think this run is done. And again, we came very close to the top of a new week opening gap. So eventually this area of space is going to get hit. The question is this coming first? If this comes first, we're going to have a nice move here and probably continue higher, maybe up to these fair value gaps as well. If this gets filled first, I'd be a little bit more concerned. In theory, because we could easily start selling off and sell off further. I'd rather leave this open because that tells me that any downside moves will probably be reversed very quickly to fill this. Um, but yeah, we'll have to see what happens. Okay, so there is a 1 minute inversion here. Is this A plus? No, but will it probably work if it inverses? Probably, yeah. And this would be the target up here. I think I'll try this with a micro if we get it. But I mean, for now, guys, there's no inversion setup, and we still have that 15-minute fair value gap below us to rebalance. But if this closes above from here, I'll try this long. Small size, but I'll try it. Okay, so let's see if we get it here. Again, this is riskier because we have a new week opening gap right here that's failing, like it's acting as resistance. But we could easily still it could easily still work. Okay, so we almost closed above it, but we're wicking now, so. Yes, then the candle has to close above the inversion for it to become a valid inversion for value gap. Has to close. The body of the candle has to close above the inversion. So again, body of the candle. If the body doesn't close above, then it's not a valid inversion setup. And I don't like the fact we're rejecting from that new week opening gap, but we'll see what happens. And again, the targets would be this high, and then ultimately that high, if it does close above. I find it hard to believe that they're going to use this as rejection. I think it's going to push through, but again, just a feeling does not mean anything, right? That's a 3.65 RR trade. Pretty good. If it works, obviously. Come on, markets. Let's do something, please. I'm thinking about closing out my Tesla covered calls. We're up now. Yeah, 97%. Probably worth it to close them and reopen something later. Okay, so here's a potential close above. Now, if they're going to pump this, I feel like they're just going to deliver it all the way up here without giving anyone an entry, but we'll see. We will see. Still wicking. This is, to me, signaling kind of like they're trying to build liquidity here, trying to get people to go short. Even if it does end up failing and sweeping this low, I think it's going to come back and inverse it. But we'll see. We will see. Yeah, I think this is too obvious. I think they're trying to induce people short. But the only thing that's hindering me from wanting to take this is that there's a new week opening gap high right here. But We have another set of equal highs right above. This just looks this is too fake to me. I think for sure this high is coming, and then this high, and potentially this high. If you want to sell some, I would sell some at this high if we get the inversion, and then sell some at the mean threshold of this wick, so like maybe somewhere here. Then I would hold the runners up to the equal highs. Oh, tell me. Yeah, this is probably not going to give the entry, honestly, but we'll see. We've got 30 seconds till the candle close. It's probably just going to sweep this if I had to guess. Okay, there it is. I'm going to have my TP up here and my stop loss is a close back below. Very small size position here, guys. Very small. Okay, so there's TP1. Right there. Really, that's where you want to move your stop to break even. I'm not going to. I'm just going to let it go and risk it. If it happens, it happens. Did we hit? Okay, so we did hit on NQ. Should still continue higher here, but that technically was a stop to break even, unless it formed equal highs here. Oh, it formed perfect equal highs. Terrible fill, by the way, on this, but the TP is going to be up at the internal buy side here on the equal highs. And I'm keeping a hard stop here, guys. I don't want to risk this completely smoking us, because this really should have hit, honestly, on that leg of price, so we'll see. But I do like the fact there are equal highs now, so that is giving me confidence that we'll probably go back up and sweep these and then ultimately drive up here. Okay, so again, there's a hard stop because I do not want to get smoked here. Oh, and there's a stop out. So I'm guessing now they're going to drive it up, but I'm not willing to have this be a fake inversion and then it dump us. So yeah, you see, because if this ends up closing down here, then this is going to be a fake inversion to the upside, and then it's probably going to come back down and sweep the 15. Do not like that. Yo, come to a Jays game? Is that baseball? Because I hate baseball. I think baseball's the worst sport to exist. Baseball, I mean, golf is all right, but I think golf is better than baseball. Sorry to, I can't tell if you're joking or not. Yeah, this market is on hard mode, guys, and that was again a very small size position on a funded account. But with G7 meetings and no news, no way in hell I'm taking that on a cash account. I would love to hear that, bro. Please. Can you write out your speech like maybe like use a PDF source and copy and paste it into the chat so we can hear it? Bro, I would love to hear that. Okay, well, good thing we got our stop out because imagine if we didn't, this would have been a much bigger stop here. Crazy that they did this. They came right up to the equal highs. They didn't even sweep this buy side. Just wild. Wild, wild, wild stuff. And another candle to the upside here. My goodness, bro. They're going to do it now. Jerome, please. Just like an failed inversion of the upside, then they close it to the downside. Now they're probably going to close it to the upside again. It's just such bad price action. Not something you guys want to be a part of, trust me. Ugh. Just learn to read bad price action and understand. Does everyone understand why this is bad PA? This was the entry. I took this. I got stopped for break even, or I got stopped for a small loss. But we're closing above, then closing below, then closing above. So is this probably going to hit? I mean, maybe it does. But at the same time, you have to realize this is bad PA. You have to realize. Yeah, perfect equal low. Well, not even really perfect, but there's equal, relative equal lows. There's perfect equal highs, though, which we'll probably hit. Crazy, bro. Close back above. I bet you they're going to close it back below. Yes, sir, Pepe. Tomorrow, guys, is the best H trade by far of the week. Most likely, again, if price action doesn't present itself, then no. But there's going to be red folder news tomorrow. It's the only red folder news of the week. Hopefully, that's a market mover. Someone paid 10.8 million for Google calls. Let me take a look at Google real quick. I actually think Google is a pretty decent play here. There is a very large monthly fair value gap here that I think is going to hit on Google. So don't be surprised, guys, if we end up getting from here, that's a 3% move on Google. Not bad. Wow, failure of the failure of the equal highs again. Crazy. Sorry, I'm just looking at. I have my Top Step account open on the other side. Right up here. I'm looking at the 30-second and the 15-second. But this is just disgusting. Imagine being part of this, guys. It's so bad. But yeah, I think Google is probably going to pump. We got a 3% move here. 3% move for Google, very interesting. If I might sell some puts on Google, and I'll alert that in the Discord, targeting that 175 area. Oh, oh, Mark, it's just really unfortunate we've gotten such bad PA over the last few days. There is nothing to trade here. There is a 1-minute inversion to the downside here, but who would trade this? I'm sorry, it's so bad. I mean, maybe, but this is the type of price action, guys. If you trade this, you will lose money. Do yourself a favor and don't trade it. The first inversion I was excited for, but the fact that this happened, we came right up to it, and then we got stopped out. We came back down below the inversion. As soon as that happened, we closed above it and then closed below it. I knew this was going to be bad PA. Could we come up and sweep the highs? Sure. Is it going to happen? I have no idea. And anyone that's telling you that they know for sure what's going to happen here has lost their mind. They're lying to you. Okay, here's another push to the upside. Let's see if this ends up being what drives us higher. And it's not. Smile Daddy? Oh boy. Bro, who are these people in my chat? What the fuck? Uh, so again, I mean, we're rejecting from this new week opening gap here. We have this 15-minute fair value gap that we could be going down to balance into. It's just, I'm so clueless here. John Henry, bro. John Henry with the comments of a lifetime. Okay, there's the first set of equal highs. Let's see if we end up getting more than that. Doubtful, but we'll see. Again, we have another set of equal highs above, so if this ends up pushing up here, great. This would be the final target. I'm not re-entering this, guys. We already got a close above, then a close below. What's telling me that this isn't just going to close right back below again and stop everybody out? That's realistically what's going to happen. So... Bro, this is so boring. Oh. The 432-minute time frame, yeah. That's my favorite time frame, actually. The heartbeat of the earth. Where do you come up with this shit, bro? Make sure you're funny, my friend. You're funny. And like I said, guys, sweep of the equal highs, fake up move. Now who knows where this is going to go. I wish I wasn't live streaming right now, to be honest. I'm sorry for everybody who had to experience this type of price action today. Literally the worst price action I've ever seen. Do. And we created another set of equal highs up here. Is that what I'm seeing? Another set of perfect equal highs. Wild. Wild, wild, wild. Okay, I'm going to look at the rest of the market right now. Google with another strong push here. Again, I think this monthly is coming. In fact, with a very high degree of certainty, this monthly fair value gap's coming. So not financial advice, but if you want to pick up a $500 move, if you buy 100 shares of Google here, do a 1-for-1 or maybe a 2-for-1 to the downside, meaning you could lose 1,000 to make 500. I think the certainty of this hitting is very strong. Evan, you're right. PA is terrible, bro. Terrible. Thank goodness we're not a part of this. But yeah, I think Google's going back up to this internal high, which if you look at the 15-minute, you can see that it comes from this set of price right here, these two highs. Then from there, I don't know where the market's going, but Google is obviously pushing very nicely here. Guys, who has actually clicked a button today? I'm so curious. Who has taken a trade today? Please. I'd love to know. This is what happens, guys, when you get a G7 summit and G7 summit, FOMC speakers, and no news. Imagine trying to trade this price action, guys. Oh my god. It's the worst. I'm literally just scrolling on X right now. There's no reason to be trading. What's probably going to happen, guys, is there's going to be consolidation for the whole AM session. Then there's going to be some kind of a manipulation down into the 15, and then maybe we get distribution higher after. But we have lots of equal highs above us, so that's what I'm thinking here. But I would need to see strong displacement above this new week opening gap, like a full-bodied green candle closing up here, for example. That, to me, if you have to scalp something on a micro, it would be like a 1 micro to target these equal highs, or maybe 2 micros, hold runners up to this and this. Did you guys see what Trump just posted on X? Bro, the dude is a comedian. I love it. Oh my god, I love it. He's so funny. He's funnier than Mitra, bro. It's too good. It's too good. All right, there's a 2-minute inversion here to the upside. Is this A plus by any means? No. But if it closes above, don't be surprised if these two sets of equal highs hit. What is this line? Okay, there's the 2-minute inversion right there. I'm not taking this, guys, but it's probably going to work. Do 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 do. And there's the pump. And don't be surprised if these equal highs hit next. Wow, Mitra. Nice trip, bro. Okay, so there's that first set of equal highs. I mean, could we come back and rebalance this 2 minute and then go higher? Sure. I have no idea what's going to go on here, guys. Anyone who's telling you that this is tradable price action is lying to you. Yes, you could have taken this 2 minute. Is it A plus? By no means. $9.35, 5 minute inverse. Let's check it out. Not terrible, Evan. Not terrible at all. I was not even on when this happened, but it's not bad. Hopefully this doesn't sell off here, but it's definitely possible that we go down before going up. But again, guys, this is just so bad. Don't be trading this, please. But Evan, I do like that 5 minute you took. It's just I hate taking the first 5 minute inversion of the day, and I mean this one worked, and actually recently it's been working a lot, but I just don't like to take it personally. Do 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 do. And there's the equal highs and a huge pump. What the hell happened? So the 2 minute inversion did work, guys, in the end. Is that an A plus 2 minute inversion? Absolutely not. But I will tell you, I mean, we even have more equal highs above us. Could we pump further here? Sure. Am I going to take anything? No. This is not good PA. I wish I got out. I wish I got out when the 10:01 candle pump, but didn't get to it in time. The 1001. Oh, I see. So where did you sell out of the position, Evan? But you guys can see, you can see that we are disrespecting this new week opening gap. We don't have any other ones until here, and you do see that we didn't fill that other one when we made the highs the other day. We did not actually fully fill this new week opening gap. So again, I think this is the area where the market's probably going to go first now that this pump is happening. I mean, could I be wrong? Sure. But this is very confusing. This 4-hour closure below and then this close above. Personally, again, I wouldn't be taking anything here. I don't think it's smart. Everything that's happening here with price action is just, to me, it's gambling. Even if this 2-minute inversion works, it doesn't mean that this is A plus. It's not. Mitra, if you mention the 432 one more time, you're banned to the Shadow Realm. Do 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 do. Accident sold half at 360 and a runner at 413. Okay, I mean, listen, not the end of the world, but if you were longing this 5-minute inversion at the beginning of the day, I mean, your first target should at minimum be the next internal high, and knowing we have equal highs above, I mean, I would hold. This, again, is probably going to pump up here, realistically. There's nothing here, guys. I mean, this 2-minute we could have taken. It's not A+. But yeah. You can see the 2-minute inversion right there. That's the closure right there. That's the entry. I even drew it out for you guys. And the TP was obviously up here. And then I would hold runners to both of these equal highs. If there's some kind of a 1-minute inversion here, let's say we trade into this bullish 1-minute for value gap, then get another inversion, we can try this with micros, but nothing A+ here, y'all. Bro, this is crazy. And again, guys, I hope you see what kind of a discipline we... Oh. Oh. Apparently Bitcoin is pumping. Hold on, let me see something. I hope you can see what kind of discipline I have. Even though I know that it's probably going to go up here, I'm not taking this trade. I'm not just FOMO longing here just because. If you can control yourself, you're going to be a lot more successful in the markets, I promise you. Bitcoin almost at all-time highs, bro. Let's freaking go. Let's see if this ends up happening today. So I have major FOMO, not FOMO, major PTSD here. Because if you look at the last, it was at the monthly chart. Remember what happened when we hit 69 and then 70K, or was it 65 and then 69K? We made a double top here and rejected. So I'm praying that that doesn't happen here. But we'll see. We'll see what happens with Bitcoin. I'm obviously a long-term holder, and you guys know that my ads were in the 30s and 40s and 50s, but my cost basis is 38,750 pretty much. Basically, I'm just holding it and praying. I was dollar cost averaging down from 70 to 20. So what's your cost basis now, Mitra? Or are you joking? Okay, so these equal highs are probably going to come now. I don't know what news this is based on, but... Oh, Bitcoin just hit all-time highs. Just hit all-time highs, guys. Oh, no, we're super close. Let's see if we get it. Guys, you're about to witness history. We're about to go all the way back up to all-time highs on Bitcoin. What if it misses by a tick? Let's go. Let's go. Let's see if we can witness history here. Uh-oh. Missed it by just a few ticks. Watch, it's going to go down and sweep this liquidity first. We hit the first set of equal highs here, did not hit the second set. Second set came from right over here in the London session. So, whoops. Bro, imagine if this ends up being the high on Bitcoin and we never come back. Evan, it's only at 109. Isn't that all-time highs? All-time highs is 109, 352, guys. 356, I mean. Let's see if we can witness on stream Bitcoin all-time highs. Guys, give the stream a freaking like if we're hitting all-time highs right now. I want to see a like from everybody in the chat right now. There's 5 likes here. Oh, there's only 6 people watching. But there's 12 people in here because there's people on X watching. Okay, let's see if we get it. And... come on, man. Show us the money. Boom! All right, let's see if we get a bigger pump. Beautiful. My position is doing very nicely here. I'm actually, so of all my crypto, I'm 99.49% allocated to Bitcoin. It's insane. But we really don't want to see it stall. I mean, for sure, we're going to go up to 110 probably today. Maybe even 112. I will say this. Let's go back to the weekly chart quick. Or actually, let's go to the monthly chart. So the last time Bitcoin hit that 64 high and then went up to 69. Let me see here. What percent move was that? So we got a 6% increase from the all-time highs to the next set of all-time highs. So from here, a 6% increase. Let's see what that gets us. 6.5%. That gets us to 116K. Which is pretty incredible. But I think it'll go higher than that. But I am so excited. And you know what's amazing? We have a Riot position, a Bitcoin mining company. And this is not even pumped. I mean, it's pumping 2%, bro, when Bitcoin's at all-time highs. That's ridiculous. I think this is a stalled move. If you guys are looking for a super high risk, high reward play, if we end up holding this monthly inversion, this is the monthly chart. I've already made a YouTube short on this, but if we close up here, for example, that's your entry. Stop loss would be a monthly close back below the inversion. And I would target all of this trendline liquidity and this monthly fair value gap right here. So I think 25 is coming for Riot. If we end up getting a huge crypto pump, it's going to be crazy. But super exciting to see that Bitcoin is behaving like this. We just need to see it hold and continue higher. Evan, all-time highs is not 112, guys. The all-time high on Bitcoin is right here. Look at the H. 109, 356, and we just hit it. Evan, I don't know where you're getting 112 from, brother, but you got to check your charts. Everyone on X is tweaking. Bitcoin hits new all-time high. Bitcoin hits new all-time high. And there was the equal highs, guys. So no trades for me today, no entries. Nonetheless, this 2-minute inversion did work, but it is what it is. I'm not going to cry about it. Where are we going from here? Probably to this new week opening gap to fill the remainder of it. Right up here. We do have this hourly here, though, so we have to see this close above, obviously. Wow, huge pump. What is this pump coming from? Okay, so the hourly fair value gap has now been filled. Oh my god, Maitra, bro. Crazy, 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 PA. Look at this daily candle, guys. I think the next daily high is coming, which is right here. I think this is on its way. I think the draw here is, again, most likely this daily high. We're going to go up here, and then we're going to fill this new week opening gap. If we can trade back into a bullish for value gap, we can try this long if you guys want one micro just for fun. But nothing A+ for me today, unfortunately. What's the name of the daily candle indicator we were using? High time frame candle projections by what's his name? To be honest, I don't know what it's called. Just type in HTF candle projections and you should find it. What do you guys think? Should we long this with one micro to target the next daily high? Bitcoin. I want to see strong displacement above this high. I don't want to see it lag like this. Bro, Mara and Clean... Oh, Riot's also up 2%. Why is CleanSpark up 8%? And Mara's only up 5 and Riot's up 2? Can't believe it, bro. Okay, what do you guys think? Should we long this with 1 micro for fun on a funded? I'm gonna long it with 1 micro on a 300K funded because there's no way I'm doing this with a micro on a 50K. What do you think? Should we do it? Yeah, but guys, you can't base a Bitcoin double top over like what's happening on the 5, even the hourly time frame. We have to get more price action. Like the daily has to close, the weekly has to close. Do not be concerned about lower time frames when we're at all-time highs. I promise you that's not the right way to think of it. All right, so I'm going to long this with 1 micro right here. Again, this is not my actual account, but my target is going to be up here. And my stop loss is going to be a close back below this low. This is not something I suggest you do as a real trade. Personally, it's just for a micro for fun, just to see if we can hit this high, and it's on a account where 1 micro means nothing, okay? I'm not taking this on a 50K account. Hell no, not with a micro. It's not worth it. On a 300K account, it's worth it. Because if it wins, it makes a tiny amount. If it loses, it's not going to make a dent. So if you're risk averse, you can move your stop to break even here. I'm not going to. I'm just going to hold it all the way up to that daily high. If you want, you can take profits at the 50% of the daily candle. So right here, let's do that. How about that? Let's TP at the 50% of the candle. If we even get it. Because I don't know if you guys know this, but when it comes to ICT, he always says that daily, or not daily, wicks act like gaps. So the 50% of this candle's wick acts almost like a fair value gap. So that could be a draw, right? We could be targeting the daily mean threshold of the wick. In fact, let me draw it on the daily just so that we have it. Perfect. Yeah, we're pretty much there. So this can act as a resistance if we get to the mean threshold of the daily candle. So that's why I'm going to take the TP there. Oh, whoa. Okay, hold on 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. Gotta have the Ferrari hat on. Again, this is a 1 micro trade, not something I'm taking with full size on any accounts. Okay, this is all. It's not degeneracy, but it's just to get rid of the FOMO. Honestly, not even the FOMO. Yeah, I have 6 Ferraris. I'm getting a 7th one next week. Yeah, you guys don't see. I should probably pull them up. Maybe I'll set up a setup in the garage and have 6 Ferraris parked behind me. What do you think? Do you think that would get me more views? Bro, should I do it? I don't know if you guys have seen the video, but there's this guy on, I think it was on YouTube. I saw it. He had a like a super expensive car in his garage, and everybody thought it was a green screen. So he like went behind and he unlocked and locked the car, opened the door, walked inside of it just to prove that like he didn't do it for like a month or something. Nobody believed him, and then he actually proved to everyone that it was real. Bro, I do not have 6 Ferraris. Nor do I want 6 Ferraris. After I got a Tesla, I don't honestly. I've never been a huge supercar person. Like I'm not like whoa, I really want this or this or this car. I used to love the Mercedes GTR AMG. Still think it's a beautiful car, but bro, since I got the Tesla, like I just want a roadster. Honestly, I want a roadster and a Cybertruck, and that's it. I could care less about all the super expensive ones that break down like half the time. I want to figure out a way. So like on X, you guys can't see my positions. On obviously on YouTube, you can see what positions I'm in, but on X, you can't see the positions because they're on the right of my screen over here. Does anyone know if there's a way to shift over your positions to closer to where you are? Let me check the settings. Okay, that's better. All right, now you can see the positions. Good. All right, so now at least we can see them on X too. Is anyone in this position with me with a micro? Again, I'm targeting the mean threshold of the daily fair value gaps wick. Of the daily candles wick, bro. I'm so sometimes I don't even think about what I say. I just say it. Anyone in this position? Again, tiny size, but it's for the culture, bro. It's for the movement. 50 million worth of Bitcoin shorts liquidated in the past hour. Okay. Nature's in it from 21472. Look at that pump. And everyone understands why my target is the 50% of the daily candles. You know, I'm going to bring it a little bit lower just in case we miss it, but does everyone understand why this is the target for me? Type 1 if you understand why that's the target. Correct, Nitra. Wicks are treated like gaps. Just like if you see an hourly fair value gap or something of the sort, and you target the mean threshold of it, then it's the same kind of idea. So like, for example, there's hourly wicks here, so you could even target the mean threshold of these, but to me the daily is far more important than the hourly. So I think if this internal high gets swept, guys, I am going to move my stop to break even. Or I'll move it even below the order block here. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to move my TP up here to the order block on the 1 minute, and I'm just going to have a guaranteed, I'm going to guarantee 400 and just leave it at that. So it's either 400 or 720 on, I mean, this account, but on the 50Ks, it's much less, obviously. I mean, on the 300Ks. If it doesn't sweep on the next candle, I'm going to close out the position early. So if we don't get, so like this candle's going to print, the next 1 minute candle, if we don't print up, I'm going to close out the position no matter where we are. Just a heads up, y'all. We got 20 seconds till the candle close. Do 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 do. And there we go. So that's it. That's my day. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Again, price action honestly was suboptimal in the morning. This was garbage price action. We got a 2 minute inversion. Wasn't really A plus for me personally, but we did have equal highs here, so nonetheless you can see that it worked. Ultimate target. Can I see your settings for the high time frame candle indicator? Sure. Ultimate target was this daily gap. Because we didn't get the candle here, I closed out the position for however many points that was. And it's probably going to happen now, and we're probably going to go up here, but that is going to be it for me today. Quickly, settings. Time frame is a day. I just do 6 for me personally, but you guys can do whatever you want. Yeah, and this is what I use, gray and black, and that's it. All right, guys, I appreciate your time. Best of luck with the rest of your day. I will post real quick. Tomorrow is going to be a trading day in the Discord. I'm going to be using cash accounts tomorrow, most likely. And yeah. Whoops. Let me post the link to the community if you guys want to join. Again, I live stream the best days of the week in the Discord, and then the other days on YouTube. And yeah, appreciate your guys' time. See you guys tomorrow in the community, and best of luck with your trading.